Welcome back to Adventures with Bam. I'm Brent Billings.
And I'm Maggie Billings.
And this episode has us reflecting on the first time we met our German Shepherd puppy, Maple.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. So this happened yesterday.
Well, not when the people are listening to this.
Yeah, but as we're recording it. So at this point, as we're recording, the boys still don't know, right? This is a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
But we had to go meet the puppy. You know, you gotta meet him, make sure it's the right fit, get some information from the breeder about like, what does this look like when we come to pick up the puppy? You know, just some final details and actually meet the puppy in person, make sure you vibe. And man, we vibed, but can't take the boys to that. And obviously, if it's a surprise, can't be like, we're going to go meet a puppy. Don't worry about it. So told them that we were going on a lunch date, and some good friends of ours came and watched the boys for us for that. But on the way out there, I was, you know, a little nervous just because it's been a tough couple of years. A lot of things that we've planned on and looked forward to and been excited about have not panned out. And I think I've developed a level of cynicism and just waiting, you know, something good happens and I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop is where I've been at mentally and emotionally. So I'm very excited about this puppy. And yesterday it was like, what if we go out there and like, I don't know, I don't even know what that would look like, but for some reason it becomes clear that like, this isn't the dog for us, or this isn't going to work out, or like, you know, I don't even know, but just waiting for the other shoe to drop. And it has not dropped yet because she is a perfect specimen who will do no wrong in her entire 20-year life. She shall live forever and be a saint among saints.
I've been thinking about, you know, how I'm going to record the moment when the boys actually get to meet her.
Mm.
And I ended up borrowing a 360 camera from my friend. And so I was testing this out. So we had this recording. And so I have Maggie's first reaction as well. Mm. And the 360 camera is kind of weird. Like I still am figuring out how to edit the footage, but it's like super great because you don't really have to worry about where you're pointing it. As long as it's running, you are getting the footage. So we got to, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I might
probably put it in a blog post.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. Yeah, I'll try to figure something out. But it's great. Like we have that. I think we'll probably end up doing the same thing. I think I need to get a different kind of tripod sort of thing for it. Because I was holding it like too close to myself.
We can test it more on the boys too. And I think get a feel for like angles and how we want to set it up and have them sit when we get there.
But that was part of it too, is just like knowing where the place is and, you know, just getting a lay of the land.
Mm-hmm.
So we have an idea of how that's going to work. And we know we have an appointment essentially to go out there. The puppies have an appointment at 11 a.m.
I bet for like their last shots before they go home.
So then at 1 p.m. we're allowed to be there. So we're going to be there at 1 p.m.
We are rolling in. I have the day off from work and I was like, because in my mind it was like, oh, can we just show up in the morning? Like how early is too early? And she's like, well, they've got the vet appointment. I'm like, what am I going to do all morning? Like, It's going to have to play it cool. Like it's not the biggest day of our collective lives as a family of 4. Be cool. I don't even know, but very excited about it.
It's hard to know if Darius's response is going to be total joy or if he's going to be immediately concerned about my allergies.
Oh, I think he'll be like, but you're allergic. And we're going to have to be like, okay, so here's the deal. Daddy's not as allergic as we've led you to believe with the throw you off the trail the last couple months.
I mean, I am allergic, but I think his most frequent experience with allergies is Torrance allergies to peanuts and eggs, which is really bad.
Right. Yeah.
So I think when he hears allergies, he's thinking that kind of thing.
Right. He's not thinking like, oh, that's right. Daddy's around, you know, Papa and Nona's dog all the time and he doesn't die or have to go to the hospital. So
right.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I feel like the people in the loop on this who know Darius and know how much German Shepherds mean to him are like, he's going to lose his mind. He's going to freak out. And maybe he will, but sometimes he gets these big surprises and his reactions in the moment are a bit more understated than you would expect. It'll be interesting to see. Like, of course, as a parent, like we've got this big, huge surprise. I hope for a big, exciting reaction, but we'll see.
I think he's going to be excited enough. Just the idea of going out there to see puppies.
Yeah, he's
even
has
without
not stopped talking about it. Yeah, that's true. We did tell him so because a couple weeks back we got to a point where he's never, in all this time being obsessed with German Shepherds, he's never really asked for one. He's so practical that basically we just have to remind him, like, sometimes he'll make a comment like, oh, it'd be cool to have a German Shepherd. It'd be cool to have a German Shepherd puppy. I'm like, well, daddy's allergic and they're a lot of work. Da, da, da. He expects that response. And sometimes he'll be like, I know daddy's allergic and they're a lot of work. And then he moves on. But we got to a point a couple of weeks ago. I have a friend in Coeur d'Alene who breeds a different type of dog. And I was showing him pictures of her with her puppies and how she's keeping one of the litter, blah, blah, blah. And the next day, he, I think for the first time, like felt the weight of the emotions and the fact that he loves these dogs so much and he doesn't have one. He was like, other people get to breed their favorite dogs and have a bunch of them running around. And we don't even know anyone in Moscow with a German Shepherd puppy that I can pet. Like, he was upset and crying about it. Like, this is the first time he's actually been like expressed sadness over not having a dog. So we had to kind of talk him down and we're like, okay, I think how we're, basically we told him like, okay, mommy and daddy, we meet a lot of people who do different things. We meet them through the podcast. Bema, not this podcast. We know. And maybe we can, maybe there's a Bema listener out there who we don't know yet who breeds German Shepherd puppies, and we'll see. Well, we had recently found out that the breeder does happen to listen to the Bema podcast, which is crazy. So we're like, we're not even lying. So we kind of promised him we'd be looking for something like that. And then yesterday we were like, okay, Darius, like, here's the thing. We met someone and she has German Shepherd puppies and they all have families that they're going to go home to. But she said that we can come over to their farm and play with some of the puppies before they go home to their new families, which is true. Everything I just said is 100% true. Darius just doesn't know that we are one of the families.
Indeed.
So I think it's going to be a pretty magical experience.
Yep. So we'll share that, sometime after we get there. Like, he'll get to experience the joy of going and meeting a bunch of puppies, thinking he's just meeting a bunch of puppies.
Do you think he'll meet a bunch, or do you think she'll just bring Maple out? And
that's a good question.
I'm like, he doesn't need to. I mean, other dogs are stupid, but they're all great. They're all adorable. But like, why spend time with, the other three?
I don't know, because why not?
What if he gets attached to one of the others? What if he likes one better than Maple? I can't imagine that because she's literally the best.
Yeah,
but
I
don't know. We'll see what the breeder says.
Yeah, depending on how it goes, depending on when everybody's coming out. Like,
nobody's beating us there.
Oh, I know. Nobody's going to beat us there. But then while we're there, is somebody going to come pick up their puppy? And then there will only be 3. And then somebody else picks up their puppy and there will only be 2. And then the last person picks up. And like, where's the owners for this one? I don't think we're going to be out there for like 2 hours, though. No. So if people are like coming later in the day.
I also don't think we're going to be able to hold it together. Like, I can foresee him playing with her for like 10 minutes max before we're like, surprise! She's ours,
Maybe.
I don't know. Still some
I think
details
it just depends on how it goes.
Out. Yeah. It's going to be great. So God bless Maple. May she live long and prosper.
By the time this episode comes out, we will have already had her for a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But we're recording
which is about the amount of time between now and when we get her.
Yeah. I'm just saying, we are recording this ahead of time because we are anticipating a difficult few weeks where it will not be as easy to record. And so we're just getting a few episodes in the can to make this transition into dog parents as smooth as possible.
It's like when you are about to have a baby and you make some freezer meals.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
These are our freezer meal episodes.
That's right. So tune in next week to hear how snooty I am already becoming about people who do and do not train their dogs.
Oh, no.